Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. The stranger's encounter with Tom Bombadil is easily one of the most surprising and captivating twists of the Rings of Power Season 2. The moment the stranger crosses paths with Tom in Rhûn, the sense of wonder and intrigue kicks in immediately. Tom's introduction feels casual yet cryptic, starting with his remark about the goat. Funny how there's what you seek and what you actually find. It's a small line, but it carries so much weight in setting up the strange, otherworldly nature of Bombadil. Tom's whimsical attitude, humming tunes and making light of seemingly important matters, contrasts perfectly with the stranger's confused, urgent quest to find Poppy and Nori. The interaction between the stranger and Tom is full of these peculiar moments. When the stranger asks about the stars above the hill, Tom's response, "Stars are above most hills," seems flippant, but it almost feels like Tom is more interested in turning things back on the stranger, making him question what he knows. And then there's the map blowing away, a seemingly innocent moment that quickly turns bizarre when the stranger mistakes a tree branch for his staff from the dreams. This whole scene mirrors the deeper lore of Middle-earth. The land itself feels alive and capable of retaliating, as the tree literally pulls the stranger into itself. It's surreal, but it shows how the Rings of Power is willing to lean into the magical mystery of the world, drawing from Tolkien's more obscure stories. Now, how about Tom freeing the stranger from that ancient tree? This moment feels like the perfect way to finally introduce Bombadil by name, not just through his playful words but through his actions. He isn't just a simple eccentric. His powers are unlike anything we've seen so far, particularly when it comes to his carefree manipulation of reality. Whether it's casually turning paper into bread, or lighting a fire with nothing more than a yawn, Bombadil exists on a different plane entirely. When he refers to himself as eldest, we get a sense of the sheer scale of his presence. This isn't just some wanderer. This is someone who remembers the world before the rivers, the trees, even the darkness itself. What's fascinating is that Tom doesn't just offer answers to the stranger's immediate questions. He goes deeper, challenging the stranger's understanding of his own power and the role he plays. Bombadil's cryptic statement, "Everything belongs to itself, just as you belong to yourself," offers a profound reflection on the nature of control, particularly when the stranger inquires about his staff. Instead of simply handing over the answer, Tom hints that true power comes from proving oneself worthy, rather than the possession of objects like the staff. This ties perfectly into the Rings of Power's larger themes of destiny and self-discovery. Tom's knowledge of the Istar, particularly his mention of another wizard who sought to control magic, introduces a new layer of tension. Bombadil warns the stranger that this former Istar now holds much of Rhûn under his control, raising the stakes significantly. There's an intriguing suggestion, too. Could this wizard be aligned with Sauron? Or could it be a future version of the stranger himself? The implication that magic, in the wrong hands, can lead to insatiable hunger for power aligns perfectly with what we've seen in the series so far, adding a foreboding sense of what's to come. Finally, Bombadil's parting words to the stranger about the upcoming task, facing both Sauron and this other Istar, leave us with a looming question. Bombadil, a figure so deeply tied to nature and mystery, admits that while he himself won't intervene in the battle, the stranger's role is clear. The weight of this revelation pushes the story into deeper territory, suggesting that the stranger's journey is about much more than finding his friends or discovering his own identity. It's about facing the two greatest powers in Middle-earth. This whole meeting between Tom Bombadil and the stranger feels like a powerful twist that could reshape everything we know about the Rings of Power and its trajectory. What do you think Bombadil's cryptic messages mean for the stranger's future? Do you believe the other Istar could be the stranger himself, or someone even more dangerous? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. There's so much to unpack here,